welcome back to my channel. So today is actually really fun. So my last video I just put up, I talked about how I really just want to do stuff on my channel that I think is fun. And I thought, what a fun, easy video it would be if I just tell you about my favorite YouTubers. My YouTube account has probably been around for a year or two, or three maybe, not very long. I mostly just use it to favorite things. And then I decided to start making videos, and we all know what happened there. I've had some time to watch a lot of different kinds of videos, and I'm gonna just kind of break down specific people I like to watch, and I'm gonna link them all in the description box below. Oh, it feels so good to say that. I've heard that said so many times, and finally I get to receive a little bit. I just thought that would be a fun, easy video for us to do. We're all probably stuck inside. When I made this list, I think she was still making videos. She is not at the current moment, but it is the true queen of YouTube, Miss Jenna Marbles. Now, Jenna, my muse, my everything. You are what was right about this website. You're one of the reasons that YouTube was a good place, because there's so many people on here that make YouTube not a good place. I'm not gonna name names because I don't want people to dox me or whatever, but you were truly a light in the darkness. First thing about Jenna is that she obviously continually worked on herself. She listened to people, she cared about people. She still is. She just is a genuinely good person. I believe that. I've never met her, obviously. All I know of her is what I've seen online, but she seems like a genuinely nice, caring, funny person. I think what you see is what you get with Jenna Marbles. Her content is just her doing random stuff that people suggest or that she thinks up with her dogs and her cute boyfriend. She did real good on that front, let me tell you something. Mr. Julian Solomita. I'm very sad she's gone, but she's always going to be one of my biggest inspirations, and I love her to death. Next is one of my makeup people, Miss Angelica Nyqvist. I think that's how you say it. She's Swedish, so it's Nyqvist, but with a V, Nyqvist. Please don't come for me, Swedish Twitter. She hit so many marks for me about like what I want to see on YouTube. Like, she's funny, she's smart, she does lots of kinds of content. She really loves what she does, obviously. And she can pull off a neon green eye like nobody else. I cannot do that. I look like I have cholera. I love Miss Angie. She's great. She does like weekly not hauls, but like anti hauls, where she talks about the new makeup that's come out in the past week and what she thinks about it. And I just really like her. She's really entertaining. Kind of in the same vein, I really like Smokey Glow is another makeup person I really enjoy watching. She's just very smart, again, and just entertaining. The main link here, the common denominator, is being entertaining. No matter what you're talking about, I don't care if you're talking about Roblox or Fortnite or like serial killers or whatever. If you're entertaining, it doesn't matter what you're talking about. People are gonna want to watch you. And then Nissan is probably my favorite makeup YouTuber. No shade to any of those other ladies. I love you all. But the thing about Nissan is that she's probably the funniest makeup person on YouTube that I've seen. She's just genuinely a hilarious person. Like, I think she'd kill it doing like improv or stand-up. She does these like skits sometimes where it's like these like imaginary characters that she's made up, like that are like the leads of like ColourPop. They're like the ColourPop Jessicas. They're all named Jessica. And you can tell she's a good actress. She turns it on so easily. And I just really like her imagination. I think that's very cool. I think that if the rest of the makeup community was like her, it would not have such a bad reputation. Okay. Moving on, we have one of the few male-identified people on this list, and that's Mr. Drew Gooden. Now, he has that perfect mix of deadpan and nonsensical humor that it just does something for me. He is so good at just looking you straight in the eye and just saying something in like just the most saying just the most nonsensical thing with a straight face. And he's also just really clever. He never takes himself too seriously. And like Jenna, he doesn't really do one kind of content. He's done, like movie reviews, and he has talked about like certain aspects of the YouTube community. He's talked about Jake Paul, and he's talked about like Tana Mojo, and he's just a really funny guy. And I don't know, it kind of takes a lot for a dude to earn a subscription from me. No, nothing against dudes, but anyways, moving on. The other male identified person on my list is Mr. Anthony Fantano on The Needle Drop, which is a music review channel where he talks about new music. That is really how I learn about new music, because music these days, music comes out just like bam, 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 and I just can't keep up with it. I cannot keep up with it. I've been listening to the same Aaliyah CD over and over for the last decade, so I like to listen to him just to hear what he has to think. Sometimes we disagree, sometimes we butt heads, but we're always respectful, and that is what matters. And then Casey Ayondo is another person. She is a lot like Drew Gooden in that she does a lot of different kinds of content, and she's entertaining regardless of what it is. She kind of dives into stuff that I'm just too old to know about. I don't know what Team 10 is. I don't know what the Chicken Girls are. And I'm not gonna go watch that. I'm sorry, like I'm not. What I will do is I'll watch an entertaining person talk about it. I'm not gonna actually watch it. Segue, another thing, this is not a specific person, but I really can get into video game lore or like secrets or like history videos. I grew up playing video games, you know, I still enjoy them a lot. Although now that I've become an adult, maybe it's because I'm more grounded in the real world. It's a lot harder for me to get into a video game. I mean, I used to be able to just like, but I still love learning about like history of games that I have really liked for a long time, or learning about little secrets I would never know. Segue into another one of my favorite YouTubers, who is Miss Ann Reardon. She's Australian, so she just says, "Welcome back to How to Kick That. I'm Ann Reardon," but I think it's Reardon. There's an R in there that you don't hear as much with the Aussies. But I actually just recently discovered her. She's delightful. She is super cute. She is a very talented pastry chef and just chef in general. Recently, she did a Bob Ross painting tutorial using ganache. She like made ganache in a bunch of different colors and then made a cake canvas and fucking painted a picture with cake. Who does that? That's the kind of content I signed up for. And she like tests stupid viral hacks that don't work, and then she like actually tries to do it even if she knows it's gonna be like a disaster. And I have to respect that, Miss Ann Reardon. I have to respect your commitment to the hustle. Honestly, dead ass, I spend a lot of time watching really bad old reality TV shows. If it was on VH1 in 2002, I have probably watched it in its entirety in 240p, like the lowest grade quality, because that's what all of them are. They're all like directly ripped from VHS tapes. I'm talking Flavor of Love, Rock of Love, I Love New York, New York Goes to Hollywood, The Search for the New Pussycat Dolls, which is hilarious. Oh my God. The Search for the Next Pussycat Doll. And then, spoiler alert, the girl that wins, she does like one concert with the Pussycat Dolls, and then she just quits. She's like, I'm gonna be solo, and then she was never heard from again. That's just a couple of the things that I really enjoy and like. If you have any YouTubers that you want to tell me about, please let me know in the comments below. And please consider subscribing so that I can start making money by making an ass of myself on the internet, because quite frankly, that's what I've been preparing